Oh my goodness. I make so many people happy when I do that shit type of shit. But this is part two, you guys. Of what I was saying, I was ranting on about women don't love you emotionally. Okay? And of course, let's reverse the roles here. Let me continue on that here. We're gonna talk about why they don't love you emotionally. Even though we talked about some facts, we talked about some whys, but we're gonna talk about some more. Why women don't really love, and we're gonna also talk about some men and why men are more emotional at first when they first start off. Okay? Women are not as emotional. Okay, remember it's a facade. Women only act like they're emotional, but men are actually genuinely emotional. But let's not lose my train of thought here. And now the reason why women are not emotional from the beginning is because of lack of father figure. That's another reason too as well. They're not trained to know how to express themselves in a loving fashion without being materialistic or without thinking about security. Okay, as I remember before, what I told you, there's more prostitutes out in the street who are honest about the pussy and the sex. Okay, they most of the time they have terrible sex times, but they get paid. All right, remember that. They'll have a mask on, and you have to break that. If you're a guy, you have to use psychology to break that mask down. You got to make them work. You have to. If you're an alpha, you have to make a female work. Now, if you're a female, you don't have to do those things at all. As I've explained earlier in the past, that men are sexual creatures. They're animal beasts, okay? So when they see something that they like, they get swooned by it. And this is how you can see the man's weakness. But with alpha, you can't do that, okay? You can't do that with alphas. You can only do that with beta alphas and betas. They're new. And this is what most women gravitate towards. Or they'll gravitate towards a fuckboy who's just pretty, okay? Just pretty. Remember that. So the reason why women do such a thing is it starts off with the lack of a father figure. The real reason why men are more sexually active, they transfer their sexual injury to their heart and their emotion and put it on their sleeve, especially if they don't have enough experience with women. And this destroys most men, which causes the matriarch to occur. And when a man gets hurt, that's far more worse than when a woman gets hurt. Okay, so that's common sense because women disappear every day. Okay, so it's not men disappearing because of a lack of love. There's more men who are alone. There's more men who are virgins. There are more men who commit suicide simply because they don't have no one to be with. Okay, so these were facts. Okay, so to get off the pussy plantation, we have to understand, y'all guys, because I believe men are more victims than women, because no longer women are being hung, okay, or burned at the stake. Now, I believe that out of all of the women in America, I believe that it's 30% being raped, okay, but it's never more women being raped, okay. I don't believe that. I believe that the numbers. Let's say I believe 30% of America is racist, okay. I always stay at that safe zone because I know it's not 50-50 because I would easily be able to pick it up. Okay, so I travel. If you say you're a traveler, then you have a right. But I've traveled to North Carolina. I've traveled to Florida. I've traveled to West Virginia. I'm right now in Pennsylvania. I've traveled to do. If you traveled all over the place and you tried to apply for jobs too, and you doing other stuff, because I know people would try to compare me to them, then you can say that. But there's a lot of people who are liberal. They're emotional. Okay, and they'll give their own perspective. One of my brothers says this. I said, do you think that most? I said, do you think? I asked a question, and you won't answer that. He'll say some stupid shit like, "Oh, have you experienced all of the women?" I said, "Do I need to?" Okay, look at the media. Look at the single mother rates, dude. Look at the statistics. Okay, we can put one statistic upon another statistic, but in order for man, a beta, alpha, or I don't break everything down from those branches. It's beta, beta alpha, or alpha. There's positive and negatives to each of them, but let's keep it simple. If you're alpha, you speak your fucking mind. You don't care about what people think. You're not a narcissist. You just have confidence in yourself. You're the boss. You're the leaders in society. But nobody talks about you. Okay? You don't have to be rich when you're alpha. You just have standards. If you're a beta alpha, you use dark psychology. You use manipulation. I was all these things. I was a beta. I was a girl. I was the geek and the nerd playing board games and shit. In my basement, in my mama's basement. Hell, the fuck yeah, I could have been, but I got on my own when I was 17. So I saw a lot of guys who actually live with their mom. Okay, these are the innocent boys, and they ain't getting no pussy. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're good-looking guys, average-looking guys, but they're not ugly. It's just that they're mama's boys, and it's rare. Okay, but nobody want to talk about them. All right, let's get that clear. Then the beta alphas, they become fuck boys. They're highly attractive. They don't fuck around. They just focus on the pussy. They're the biggest simps in the fucking world. They're the biggest simps in the fucking world. So let me explain this simping shit. They see a chick that they like. Their emotions, or the manipulative emotions, manipulate that stupid female because she didn't have a father figure. He, on the other hand, didn't have a father figure either. Okay, so you already should know how that works. 2 of the bad apple seeds, it's going to equal to the same bad apple. Okay, so this is why you have to refrain from getting into that category of, patterns. Okay, so if you got a beta male who didn't have a father figure, and you have a female who didn't have a father figure, there you go, bang, 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 bastard babies everywhere. Bastard babies. So I'm just trying to give some solutions to y'all beta alphas and betas, okay? That's all it is, because you can't do what I do. It takes more determination to isolate you. I live in isolation. I do not. My wife thinks that she kicked me out, but my inner spiritual voices told me certain things not to do. So I get myself kicked out because of the fact that I know that my inner voices and spirit will help me with all what I have. Peace of mind. I have the keys to the house, okay? I have the power. Indirectly and directly. This is how it should be. Because of the inner voice, it helps me to get out of trouble when I don't have to worry about it at all. Because I'm the good guy. And then for some reason, people just start popping up and start helping me. This is a great thing. And this is why I want to get back to society by doing things because of the elite, not because of the masses. The elite is who I focus on. Okay, I don't want your pity money, okay? All right, I've been offered thousands of fucking dollars. I've been offered to be on a radio show, but I said no. You can feel it when someone feels bad for someone. I don't want to take a chance. Oh, you making fun of me? Are you laughing? I don't want you to get cursed. I know a bit of magic. Be careful. Be careful. So other than that, women don't start off with emotion. There's a facade of emotion, but men do start off with emotion because they need that sexual gratification. It's not a fake. But if your pussy is good, they're gonna be yours for life, and that's the trick catch pony. Now, a woman can have the goodest dick in the world, and she'll change. Most likely true. If she's an innocent virgin, she's gonna change in the West. And she get tired of it. Because I've talked to women who say, could you do that? They always talk about the man. Yeah, he did this, I did. Then why you do that then? Okay? I've never encountered a guy who said, you had the best pussy in the world and I cheated. Never encountered that, but I've encountered women who say, I got the best dick. I had the best dick. He did that. I said, well, why would you do that? I did. That's fucked up. I've talked to countless women, more than you have, and then I'm an expert on this relationship shit. You want to try me? I told you I'm a sexologist. I told you this shit. But anyway, after the men get the pussy, you gotta have something in common with that man, y'all women. You have something in common. If he says don't do that and you got a problem with that shit, you better stay with that man. Damage is more prominent for a woman long run. You better just stick with the best powerful men and share that motherfucking polygyny. I've said this countless times because if you don't like a man, you're going to be doing polyandry in the first place. What's wrong with your pussy? Okay, you don't want to suck a dick? Okay, you don't like his video games? What the fuck is the problem, man? You don't... Watch what he does. If you're a female, watch what he does for his hobbies. Does he go out more than fucking staying inside more? You already know that's a red flag. He ain't in the house. Right? I'm your daddy figure, okay, if you want me to be. So you know how to inbox me. You know my information below. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. And I love animals more than human beings, but I don't fuck the animals. And y'all have a nice motherfucking day. I said everything I possibly could in the 10 minutes. Peace. This is part 2. Okay.